mat with you this morning, and we're excited to get practice moving. So let's come to our comfortable seated position, spine up tall with the eyes closed, and we'll begin practice this morning. A little bit of forceful exhalations through the nostrils, just to clear the passages. A forceful exhalation through the nostrils, passive inhalation to follow, pushing the belly back towards the spine. Let's begin together slowly. Exhale, 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 exhale. Keep going. Exhale, 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 exhale. Exhale, 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 all the breath, and then kumbha, breath retention. Inhale, half lung of air. Lift the chest, drop the chin to the chest, hold the breath in by engaging the perineum, lifting the shoulders up towards the ears. Kumbha, breath retentions, holding the breath in momentarily. As you're ready, release the holds, release the breath. Take your attention to your brow center, noticing the impact of the breathing exercises on your internal landscape. We'll do a second round of kumbha together, holding without any tension. Take a breath. You can take a swallow as you begin to hold the breath. Lift the chest, chin to chest, engage the perineum, pull the shoulders towards the ears, holding the breath in. Slowly, as you're ready, release the locks, release the breath. Feeling the circulation of prana and energy now through the organism. Let's allow eyes to come open. We'll bring the prana into the eyes. Yoga for the eyes. So much time in front of our screens these days. All of us, definitely us included. Grateful to do these practices to bring energy, life force energy into the eyes. Keep the chin parallel, moving only the eyes. Take an inhale. On the exhaling breath, look down, look up, look down, look up, look down, look up, center. Inhale, exhaling breath, look far right, far left, far right, far left, far right, far left, center. Another inhale, and the exhaling breath, look down, far right, look up, far left, look down, center. Another inhale. Exhaling breath, look down, far left, look up, far right, look down, center. Good job. Let's, instead of stretching the eyes, let's focus the eyes and do tratakam. So arm comes up at shoulder distance, finger eye height, not too high, not too low. Slowly start to bend the elbow and focus on the eyes. No, focus to the finger, no blinking. And then slowly extend. So working the rods and the cones of the retina. When you extend the arm, gaze beyond momentarily. And then again, focus on the finger, no blinking. Eyes focus to the finger as it comes to the nose and slowly extends out. Gazing beyond. And once again, bend the elbow, slowly bring the finger towards the nose. And slowly bring the finger back to full extension. Good job. And then bring the hands together, palms. Rub the hands, bring some prana, bring some energy, get them nice and warm, get them hot, feel some friction. And as you're ready, right eye covers the Right, left eye, left hand covers the left. Working on my words this morning. No light coming in, covering the eyes completely. Bathing the cones and the rods of the retina. Breath is slow here. It's like a prana, an energy bath for the eyes. Just let them soak it in. And then release the hands, interlace the fingers, palms pressing away at heart level. Bring them all the way overhead. Elbows are straight. My breath is slow. Air passing the epiglottis. Slight constriction in the back of the throat as we breathe the breath of the ocean. In Sanskrit, we call it the Ujjayi breath. And then release the hands. Back of the hands touch. Yoga for the hands and fingers. Backs of the palms are touching. Bring the fingertips down and together, interlacing. Rolling towards the chest and up and over. A lot of nerve endings from moving from the spine out into the fingers. Bring the stretch maybe into the elbows and shoulders here. Warming up the nerves and the fingers and hands. And then slowly that switch. Same thing other side. Left comes over right. Interlace and then to your degree. Let's keep a smile on the face. Getting those nerves warmed up in the fingers and the hands and the elbows and the shoulders. Beautiful. Let's release. We'll come all the way down to our mats. Toes up in front. Backs of the legs are touching to the floor. You can use Dandasana, staff position, so if you need to make any adjustments. To sit up tall, chin parallel. We'll start with toe cramps just by squeezing the toes. And squeeze the toes for 1, release, 2, release, 3, release, 4, release, 5, release, 6, hold. Beautiful. We'll go right leg over left. So just like we did with fingers, we're going to try with toes. So you can get 1 toe in, 2nd toe, 3rd toe, interlacing the toes without our hands, using our concentration. 4th toe and the big toe, squeezing the toes. Let's release, relax. We'll do the same thing, other side. Left comes over right. So yoga for the toes here. Get those little energy points in between. Stick the toes, 1st toe, 2nd toe, 3rd toe, 4th toe, maybe the big toe. Even 1 toe is fantastic here. Squeezing the nerves of the toes now, all the way up to the sciatic nerve, longest one in the body. Squeeze the toes, waking up the nerves in the legs for 3, 2, 1, and let's release. Heels on the floor, calves on the floor. We're going to extend the ankles for 1, release, 2, release, 3, release, 4, release, 5, release, 6, hold. Clockwise, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and switch for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Beautiful. Coming up to the knees, releasing any tension in the knees. Right leg stays down, left knee comes up, interlacing both elbows, lift the chest and breastplate, gaze is forward. We'll go for clockwise, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we'll switch legs. Try the left leg. Left leg is down, right knee comes up for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Beautiful. Coming up to the quads here. Come towards the front of your mat. Take your time. Right heel comes in. Left leg comes back. Left foot goes flat. Move the fleshy part of the calf and sit up. Sit with the sit bones down, and you're going to start to get a quad stretch. For many of us, this is part of the warm-up where we're going to stay this morning. If you have the privilege, a little more openness in the front side of the leg, you can start to walk yourself backwards. Come to the elbows, perhaps, taking a breath there to your degree. Listening to the breath in the body as we go, perhaps letting the top of the head come flat. Perhaps laying the spine flat, and if you have the privilege, grabbing opposite elbows on top, bringing side body, lengthening the spine. Keep the left knee down. Breathing slowly for 3, 2, 1, And let's release. Inhale, exhale, elbows to the floor. Come all the way up. And we'll do the same thing on the other side. To your degree, listening to your breath. Left heel is in. Right leg is back. Slowly and mindfully, guided by the breath. So if there's a big kind of sticky spot or a lot of ouchie, then that means slow down. Listen to your breath there in those moments. If it's moving quickly, that means you should slow down the practice, slow down the pose, do less. If you're feeling maybe a little bored, then perhaps you can go a little bit deeper, engage in the stress, perhaps letting a sigh out of relief if that feels comfortable for you. Arms overhead, holding for 3, 2, 1, and let's release. Inhale, elbows, exhale, come all the way up to standing position. Feet are together. Arms, fingertips facing down. Chin parallel. Let's bring the eyes closed momentarily. Using our mind's eye, our visualization muscle to find our connection to the sun. Perhaps imagining a beautiful sunset that we've seen the last few days, maybe in the past. Bring to your mind's eye a beautiful sunset and ponder momentarily your relationship to the sun, all the gifts that the sun brings us with each passing day. Gratitude, reverence, awe, and appreciation for this amazing, amazing life force coming from our sun, the home star in our solar system. Do Surya Namaskar together, moving together, 12 poses. Allow eyes come open. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, hands to heart level. Inhale, arms coming overhead. Little back bend here. You can press to the feet. You can reach up, look up. Keep breathing. And exhaling breath. Hinge or fold from the hips. Placing the hands perhaps to the knees or the shins, maybe the ankles if you have the privilege with the legs straight. You can get the fingertips in line with the toes, perhaps pressing the palms to the earth. Backs of the legs are pressing. Knees evenly pressed back towards the back wall. Tailbones lifting towards the sky. Chin comes in the direction of the chest as the forehead comes towards the shins. And my breath is slow and steady. Go back to that sound of the ocean, like the waves crashing. Let the breath come through your body. So first stretch of the morning. No overstretching. Place the hands, bend the knees, left legs coming all the way back, left knee down, left foot flat, rising up, Ashwashan Shalanasana. It's the equestrian pose, front foot stays in line with front knee coming towards midline as we're lunging into the hips. Hips go down, back foot and knee press to the earth, arms peeling back. Pull those arms back towards the earth, open the chest, and gaze towards the sky. Breathing is steady here. Listen to the breath. No overstretching. And let's place the hands in line with the front foot. Turn the back toes. Coming back in the direction of Par Volkanasana. This is mountain pose. Engaging fingers and palms, turning elbows towards one another, the hands are shoulder distance apart, making space between the shoulder blades as the chin comes to drop in towards the chest, lengthening the muscles of the rib cage, the intercostalis as the tailbone pulls towards the sky, engaging the perineum, lift it up. Backs of the legs here are lengthening. Knees, you may notice one knee wants to press back more than the other. Press both knees back evenly. You may notice one heel wants to drop down towards the earth more than the other. Press both heels down evenly. And my breath is steady and smooth. Continue to breathe slowly and steadily. Parvokanasana, this is mountain pose. On your next exhalation, drop the knees towards the floor, send your heart right between the thumbs. Elbows stay close to the body. Ashtanga Namaskar. 2 feet, 2 knees, tailbones up, 2 hands, chest and chin to the floor. Extend your chin a little longer than may be naturally comfortable at first. Gaze out towards the tip of your nostrils, Nasakara Mudra. Elbows are up to the sky. And my breath is steady and slow. Let's hear the sounds of the ocean in your breath. And then extend the toes on an inhaling breath. Next pose is Bhujangasana Cobra. Press to the hands, lift the chest. If you have a neck or a back injury, you can place the elbows in line with the shoulders, lifting the chest, gazing up. Press the hips down as the chest lifts and the gaze comes up, lengthening the front side of the neck as you look up. Bhujangasana Cobra position. Place the hands in line with the shoulders, tailbone coming towards the sky. We're moving back towards mountain pose. Deep, steady breath, pressing hands evenly, pressing heels evenly, tailbone lifting towards the sky. Bring the left foot all the way in front to the hand, right knee down. Ashwashan Shalanasana, equestrian pose now on the other side. Front foot and knee aligned, lunging to the hips. Lift the chest, pull the arms back, gaze up towards the ceiling. Stay grounded in the back knee and foot and breathe steadily. To your degree, noticing perhaps the difference between the left and the right side. Staying with the breath, keeping a smile on the face. And let's place the hands on exhaling breath. Right leg comes to meet the left. Backs of the legs are long here. So body starts to warm up. We're moving the breath, the prana through the body. So we start to loosen. We start to warm up. You may notice that the tailbone's coming more towards the ceiling. The legs are beginning to straighten. Perhaps the fingers or the palms are coming to the earth. If you have your palms on the earth, perhaps you have the privilege to turn your hands around and bend the elbows. Pull the body like you're bringing yourself in, forehead in the direction of the shins. Again, the breath is slow and steady. So let's press to the feet, bring the palms together. Inhale, rising up. Exhale, hands to heart level, releasing the palms to the sides. And we'll do the same thing on the other side. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, hands to heart level. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, fold forward. Right leg back, right knee down. Inhaling breath, lift the chest, pull the arms back. Ashwashan Shalanasana. Place the hands, exhaling breath, mountain pose, tailbone coming up towards the sky. Knees, chest, and chin, Ashtanga Namaskar, 8 parts of the body to the floor. And then inhale, Bhujangasana. Exhale, mountain pose. Right legs forward, left knee down. Inhaling breath, lift the chest, gaze up, pull the arms back. Place the hands, exhaling breath, left comes to meet the right, backs of the legs are long. Inhale, press the feet, lift the arms, rise up. Exhale, hands, heart level, release the palms to the sides, closing the eyes. This time visualizing a beautiful full moon. We've got a developing full moon over these next few days. I'm grateful, grateful. Ponder your connection to this amazing celestial force, actively controlling the waters of the earth, the rivers, the streams, the tides, and similarly working the tides of our own body. All the fluids and the bloods and the plasmas moving with the natural waxing and waning of the moon. Moon also controls the mental body, our thoughts. These yoga practices help the mind become our best friend. Grateful, grateful to the moon, working on making the mind our best friend. Chandra Namaskar, changing only 4th and 9th postures. Take a deep inhale, open the eyes. Exhale, hands come to heart level. 1. Inhaling, arms up. 2. Exhale, fold forward. 3. Left leg coming back, left knee down. Hands come to heart level this time, arms coming all the way overhead. Body shaping like a crescent moon here. So arms are pulling up. Front knee still comes the direction of the midline. Back foot and knee press as the hips lunging forward. Crescent moon position. Placing the hands down in front, turning the back toes, coming to meet in Parvokonasana. This is mountain pose. Hands are shoulder distance, feet hip distance, heels pressing, fingertips active. Breath is slow and steady. Strap our knees to the floor and exhaling breath. Keep the elbows close. Ashtanga Namaskar. Inhale. Bhujangasana. Exhaling mountain pose. Left foot forward, right knee down. Crescent moon on the other side. Hands to heart level. Arms come all the way overhead. So take a moment, connect to your breath. Ground the front foot, bring the front knee in towards midline, lunging to the hips as the chest lifts, gaze coming up towards the sky if there's room. Arms are pulling up towards the sky, body shaping like a crescent moon. Let's place the hands on an inhale. Exhaling breath, get the right foot going to the left. Backs of the legs are very long here. Tailbone coming up to the sky, forehead towards the shins. Palms together, inhale, rise up. Exhale, hands heart level, release the palms to the sides. We'll do Chandra Namaskar, making the mind our best friend on the other side. Take an inhale. Exhale, hands heart level. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, fold, hinging from the hips, placing the hands, right leg back, right knee down, hands together and up overhead, crescent moon position. Placing the hands, left leg back, mountain pose. Knees, chest and chin, Ashtanga Namaskar, keep those elbows in. And then inhale, lift up, Bhujangasana. Cobra pose. Exhale, mountain pose. Right foot forward, left knee down, hands together and up, crescent moon, inhaling breath. Placing the hands, left foot forward, exhale breath, backs of the legs are long. Press to the feet, palms together, rise up. And exhale, hands to heart level, release the palms to the sides, and noticing momentarily that interior landscape. We're becoming students of the interior landscape. Observe what is happening inside of you. You may notice the heart is beating healthily, pumping blood and prana out to the fingers are tingling, down to the toes are tingling, up to the skull is vibrating. Is grateful for this amazing movement of energy inside of our bodies. Beginning the process of clearing blockages and obstacles, letting optimum flow naturally arise. So allow eyes to come open. We'll begin with our first position, chair pose, Uttanasana. Feet are together, arms come overhead, palms can be together, or if you've got tight shoulders, you can release the arms. Take a deep inhale. On an exhaling breath, simply sit the butt back, like we're sitting in a chair. So first pose, take your time settling into it. Sit down perhaps a little further, tailbone comes down. Natural curve in the low back. Lift the chest. You can gaze up towards those fingers without changing the chin. Chin stays parallel. If there's room, you can lift the toes up off the mat. Breathing is slow and steady. Let's hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, a little bit sinkier. There you go. 1, and come on all the way up. Release the hands, interlacing the fingers behind you, pressing the palms away. Dvikasana or yoga mudra, the symbol of yoga, folding forward. Release the weight of the head. Arms are pulling up towards the sky. Backs of the legs are straight here. Play with the weight in the heels. Bring it slightly into the middle of the feet. Again, breath is slow and steady in the forward fold. Keep breathing. Full inhales and full exhales. On an exhaling breath, let's release the legs. Come on all the way up. Twisted chair. Hands come together at heart level. We'll take a deep inhale. On the exhaling breath, outer edge of the left elbow is going to come all the way down. So you're sitting to a chair, but you're going to twist a little bit. So the left elbow comes to the edge of the right thigh. Make sure the head and neck are in line with one another. Palms are together, opening the chest. Bringing the belly button across the thighs as the belly stays sucked in. If there's room you want to look down, we can open up into our fly position. The left hand comes towards the floor. Right hand coming up to the sky. Breath is slow and steady. Open the chest. If you'd like to attempt your bind, you may. Right hand comes to the low back. Left hand hooks around to grab. Breathing slowly, please. Inhale, let's come all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart level. We'll do the same thing on the other side. Bring some attention, some love into our liver. Take a deep inhale. And then exhale, sit down, and right elbows coming across to the edge of the left thigh. So this is squeezing the belly. It's got to stay down and in to come across the thighs. Keep the palms together. Head stays in line with the neck. Turning towards left side wall. Feet are together, knees are together. If there's room, you'd like to go to the next stage in the pose. Look down. Keep the elbow hooked. Press the fingertips of the palm to the earth. From the right side, left arm's coming up to the sky. Opening the chest. Gazing up towards the sky. Breath is slow. Want to try your bind? Now's a great time. And then slowly inhale all the way back to center. Exhale, release the hands. We have our chairs. Let's go to our table. Inhale, arms overhead. Lengthening the spine. The arms lifted. And then exhale, hinge and fold forward. To your degree here. Listen to your body, drop the belly, lift the chest. Make a line of energy from the tips of the tailbone out to the edges of the fingertips. Gaze is down and in front. Bring the weight slightly out of the heels, drop the belly, extend the chest, lengthen the elbows, point out through the fingers. Let's hold for 3, 2, 1. We'll bring hands together at heart level. Balance pose, bend the knees slightly, lift the right leg up. Gaze is about 4 feet down in front. So if you soften the gaze, it's harder to balance. So open the eyes and look down to find your balance. Press the rear heel towards the floor, towards the wall. Toes point down. If you've got a neck or a back injury, you can keep your hands at heart level or bring them to your hips. If you're feeling open this morning, go ahead and extend the arms out in front. Make the line of energy from the rear heel out through the fingertips and breathe steadily. And then hands to heart level. We're going to bring that right foot all the way through. Taking your time as you go. Extend the back of the leg. Heel extending, long toes pointing up towards the sky. Work to lift that leg a little bit higher. If you fall, simply smile and start again. Lifting that leg. Let's hold for 3, 2, 1. And then we'll go release the hands. Let's get the leg back behind us. We're going to grab right hand to the inner edge of the right foot. For many of us, this is the pose. Keep the right knee in and together. Left arm comes up towards the sky. Eyes are open. So again, this is the pose. We're going to Nataraj Asana. This is the dancing Shiva. Kick the back foot. Body can start to come forward. So you got to kick the back foot. Extend the chest forward. Extend the arm forward. Again, use your focal points. Eyes are open, kicking the foot, extending the hand, standing, balancing, and backward bending, dancing Shiva, and then slowly, let's come out. Smile on the face, maybe shake it out a little bit. Balancing the hemispheres of the body, we'll do the same thing on the other side. Hands together at heart level. Take a deep inhale on the exhaling breath. Activate the right leg as the left leg comes lifting towards the back wall. Heel to wall, toes to floor on that back foot. Again, arms are in front if you don't have any neck or back injuries. Press the rear heel, extend the fingers and toes. Breathing slow and steady. Make that line of energy from the rear heel out through the fingertips. Holding for 3, 2, 1, and then hands to heart level. Coming all the way through with that left foot. Eventually, the thigh comes parallel to the floor. For most of us, we're still working on that openness. Continue to lift. Smile at that shake. Let's hold it for 3, 2, 1, and then we'll release back. Left hand's going to come to reach back. Inside of the foot, if you can make it, bring the knees together. Right arm comes all the way overhead. Take an inhale on the exhaling breath. Kick the foot. Just kick it. And that'll start to pull you forward. Kicking the foot's going to send the body forward. Use your drishti, your focal point. Kicking the foot higher and higher. Standing leg is firm. Standing, balancing, and backward bending. This is Nataraj Asana, dancing Shiva. And then slowly coming out, shaking it out. Whew, feet mat distance apart. We'll do the swaying tree, the tree in the hurricane. That feels like life right now, right? It's like a hurricane out there. Let's see if we can stretch and flow and be flexible with all the things that are happening in the world. Right hand comes to left. Inhale, exhale. Let's take that left hip way out. See, so we're bending. We're being flexible in the side body here. It's hard to find this. Right shoulder comes forward. You can gaze towards that left shoulder and use your right hand. Left arm is straight. Pull, pull, pull with the hands. Breathe in. It's hard to find it. Keep going. And then let's come up. Same thing on the other side. So reset. Left hand grabs the right. Inhale, exhale. Right hip comes out. Tree in a hurricane. Left shoulder forward, gaze towards the right shoulder. Flexibility in the side body here, pulling the arms for 3, 2, 1, and come all the way up. That feels so good. Feet come in hip distance apart. We're going to transition in the direction of the floor. Padahastasana, hands to feet. Take a deep inhale, squeeze the shoulders. Exhale, fold forward. Get the hands coming down the legs, perhaps to the shins. You go behind the calves if you're feeling tight this morning. If you're feeling open, you've got the privilege. It's hands to feet position. So get the hands, fingertips perhaps coming under the toes. If you've got the privilege, go ahead and bring the palms underneath the whole foot. Find what's comfortable for you here. And once you have, really engage that ocean breath. Steady breathing, backs of the knees are pressing back evenly. Weight coming slightly out of the heels as the tailbone lifts and the forehead comes towards the shins. You can bend the elbows if you have that privilege to start to pull the body together like you're making a beautiful, it's like making a sandwich. You want to like pull the front of the body in towards the thighs. Pull the forehead towards the shins. Keep breathing. Exhaling breath, let's release. If the hands are back behind the calves, you can leave them there. Otherwise, for everyone else, let's grab peace fingers onto the big toes. We're going to stretch the neck here a little bit. So natural curve in the low back, bringing the legs straight. Extend the chest here, and then start to gaze up. So you gaze up towards your screen, maybe beyond your screen to the middle of the front wall, maybe all the way towards the upper part of the front wall. Keep breathing. Maybe a little further. You can gaze like you're all the way up towards your eyebrows. Keep gazing up towards the ceiling for 3, 2, 1, and let's release. Chin to chest. Place the hands, shoulder distance. We're coming all the way back. This is Pardvolkanasana, mountain pose. West, we call this downward dog, and Himalayas, yogis got the same pose. Body shaping like a mountain. Pardvolkanasana, they call it, mountain pose. Let's bend the right knee, press the left heel towards the floor. We'll alternate, bend the left knee, press the right heel towards the floor. Let's extend both knees, press both heels evenly down. Keep the right heel on the ground. The left leg's going to come lifting towards the sky down the midline. So left heel up to the sky. Straightening the right arm. Pressing the right heel towards the earth. Lift the left leg a little bit further. Inhaling breath. Exhaling breath. Left foot all the way forward. Outer edge of the back foot comes to turn. Sinking momentarily to the hips. Finding back foot turning in 10, 20, 30 degrees. Perhaps sink a little bit. Front foot stays in line with front knee, perhaps. And sink a little bit further. And then hands come to heart level. And get the right hip coming all the way forward. Right shoulder coming forward. So really work on that as the arms come all the way overhead. Virabhadrasana 1. This is warrior 1 position. Keep a smile on the face. The body's starting to work. These are big muscles in the legs here. Breathe, and heart is pumping. The breath, my breath is slow and steady. Inhaling breath, and on exhale we'll open up. So extend the back leg maybe an inch or two, and then start to open the hips. Front knee once again wants to sink down a little bit. Arms coming parallel to the floor. Palms can be up or down. Sometimes I like to open up the back palm to stay active in that back side. And then the front arm is pulling so like there's a natural tension between the edges of the fingers. Really lengthening the arms and shoulders. Gaze towards that front fingertip. Virabhadrasana 2, warrior 2 position. Stay active in that back foot. Get that back edge of that foot pinned. Take a deep inhale. And on an exhaling breath, right hand comes to meet the left, body shaping like a diagonal here. This is Advaya Virabhadrasana. Advaya means fearless. Moving to the fearless warrior. Smiling at the shake of the leg. Let's hold for 3, 2, and 1. Left hand to the floor. Right hand to the ceiling, opening up that chest. Head and neck stay in line with one another as the head starts to turn. Opening all the way towards the ceiling with the neck if there's room. If you'd like, you can bring the right hand to the low back. Stay active in the feet here. Pressing the left foot to the floor. Get the right foot grounded. Lift the chest up towards the sky. Slowly, let's release. Hands to floor. Back knee down. Heel toe, front foot nice and wide. This is Kondinyasa. Do a little arm balancing. A is for attempt. Everyone can try. Left hand comes all the way, outer edge of the left tricep comes in contact with the left inner thigh, so get it hooked. Right hand comes to meet like you're going to do a push-up, start to bend the body forward. Gaze is down a foot or 2 in front of you. Start to get the body and chest down, elbows in contact with the thighs. Back knee's going to come up, and then you can use the back foot like a rudder. Lift the left foot if you'd like, and then slowly start to play with that back foot, extending the legs apart. This one's getting easy for you. You can drop the chin to the floor, and then slowly, both legs coming up. And then we'll come down to meet in Balasana, child's pose. Feet are heel, and get the hips a little wide, the knees a little wide. Make some opening in the hips if you need. Forehead comes to rest. You can use a pillow if you need here. The heart is pumping. Auricles and the ventricles of the heart are moving, letting blood flow and prana. You can feel the lungs. Grateful for the lungs, the respiration, respiratory system. They're ventilating the body, cooling the body. Grateful for the way the heart and the lungs are working inside of that interior landscape. Again, becoming a student. Very curious and wondrous perspective that develops when we look inside. Learn about our physiology, learn about our anatomy, all the amazing, wonderful things happening inside of us. Grateful for the heart, and grateful for the lungs. An inhaling breath, and slowly rise up, balancing the hemispheres of the body, the Ida and the Pingala, the masculine and the feminine. Let's do the other side. Hands coming in line with the shoulders, feet in line with the hips. Come to meet in mountain pose, tailbone coming up towards the sky. Let's get the left foot towards the floor. Right leg's coming towards the sky. Breath is slow and steady. Make sure that left arm is straight. The left heel into the floor. Right heel coming towards the sky. Take a deep inhale. Exhaling breath. Right foot all the way forward between the feet. Outer edge of the back foot comes down, coming up as you get the feet set. Left hip is coming forward. Hands to heart level. Arms all the way overhead. Sinking into the hips. This is Virabhadrasana 1. So as the hips go down, the arms pull up. The left shoulder going in front of the right. Eyes are open. Smile on the face. Warrior 1 position. Let's hold for 3, 2, 1. Inhale, exhale. Let's switch. Opening up here into the hips. Create this nice opening. Front knees in line with the front heel. Arms are parallel to the floor. Fingertips are extending. Gaze out towards that front finger with Your eyes sink a little further to the hips. Stay active in the back leg. Stay active in the back hand and fingers. And my breath is slow and steady. Virabhadrasana 2, Warrior 2 position. Deep inhale. On an exhaling breath, left arm comes forward now. Keep that back foot pinned to the ground. Body shaping a diagonal here. Fearless warrior. Holding for 3, 2, 1. Right hand to the floor. Left hand to the ceiling. Line of energy from the right fingertips up and out through the left fingertips. Turn the head and neck towards the sky if there's room, opening the chest. Deep inhale, exhale, you can place the left palm to the low back, sink a little further to the hips. Press that right palm perhaps into the earth as you lift the heart and chest up to the sky. If you want to go for your bind, you may. Coming this direction all the way up and through if you have the shoulder flexibility. Otherwise, stay where you're at and breathe. Exhaling breath, let's release. Place the hands, back knee to the floor, heel toe with the right. A is for attempt here, so everyone's giving it a shot. Right hand places like a push-up, left hand places like a push-up. So get them down in there. Back of the tricep in contact with the inner right thigh. So bring the weight down a little bit, look forward, get the left elbow in contact with the left thigh, right leg comes up, left knee comes up, left feet are on the floor, gaze is forward, and see if you can touch a little bit. Taste that foot a little bit. And slowly, let's all come down to meet in child's pose. Knees a little greater than hip distance apart. Body folds forward. If you want to make a sigh, that sounds fantastic. Let the forehead rest. If you want to make pillow with the hands, you can. Otherwise, bring the palms to your sides, facing up. Grateful to that largest organ in our body, the skin, the dermis, covering the entire organism. Can feel the heat, the fire inside the body mixing with the air, the oxygen, the prana coming in, the water element of the body, the air and the water mixing with this internal fire, creating perspiration, opening up the pores of our skin, natural detoxification of the organs happening. Grateful for this amazing flow of prana in and out through the pores of our skin. Healthy skin. Healthy skin. Grateful for the skin and this amazing detoxification and purification system inside the body. Inhale, come all the way up, and eyes are open. Let's bring the knees a little greater than hip distance apart. We're going to go into a little bit of backward bending. So I'm going to come sideways to show this off. Knees a little greater than hip distance apart. You can turn the tops of the toes up if you feel like you need the space. Hands come to the low back. Start to press the hips forward. Lift the chest, lift the gaze. Take a moment. For many of us, this is the pose, Ukkstrasana. Sometimes it's difficult to find the inhalation in this, so take small sips of oxygen. You can place the left hand to the left heel, right hand to the right heel if there's room. You can turn those toes flat if there's room. Keep lifting the chest. A lot of heat in the body here. Nice opening into the front side of the body here. Head and neck fall gently if there's room. Let's hold for 3, 2, 1. Hands come back to the low back and bring your hands in front. Come all the way back to sit in a child's pose momentarily. Nice counter pose to the backward bend. Express some gratitude now for the nervous system, the central nervous system, the beautiful, beautiful brain inside of our skull. Central activity coming down into the brain stem and all the way down through the spine and the sacrum. Amazing, amazing network of neurons, synapses happening effortlessly in our body. Grateful to be lubricating and vitalizing this amazing nervous system in our body. Inhale, come all the way up. And then bring the hands in front. We're going to come to meet this squat. So hands in front, and then we're going to roll back. Just bring the feet maybe a little bit hip distance apart. Find your edge. Everyone's got their own spot on the squat here. If you're able to, get the heels down. If not, that's okay also. So find an edge in your squat, relieving at the low back. Just let the head out to hang momentarily. And then we'll bring the hands together at heart level, pressing the elbows into the knees, knees into elbows. And release the left hand out in front, a foot or two out, up and over. Right hand's going to come to the sky. Nice opening, a little twist here out of the squat. If you'd like to try your bind here, you may. Everyone's got their own edge in the squat here. Breathe and listen for 3, 2, 1, and let's switch. So you can come momentarily to heart level, and that right hand comes in front. Again, about a foot in front, a little bit wide, and then left arm comes out and up. Find your twist, find your opening from the squat. Breathing slow and steady. If you want to try your bind, you may, for 3, 2, 1, and let's release. We'll bring the hands together now in front, and we're going to try Bakasana. This is crow. I like to do the arm balancing. We're building courage. In the beginning, we might feel fear. If we fall, we laugh. We want to have fun with this posture. So some of us maybe are getting better at that, and I love to hear that. So we'll keep working on our variations. If you want to try your headstand, you may come into your tripod headstand eventually. Maybe do some variations while you're up. The rest of us are going to place the palms down. Knees pressing into the triceps. It's like there's a hinge in the back of the bone there. Gaze comes slightly forward, and then looking forward and coming up. And if you want to try a little variation from your crow pose, you can bring the right leg extending. Yeah, it's going to be a challenge, but stay with it. You can try the left leg coming up, one leg crows. Again, maybe you can try your headstand. Head comes down. It's a tripod, so you press the hands to the earth and then bring the knees in and slowly bring them up. Yeah. So working on the headstands feels really good. Stay light in the head and neck, press to the palms. And then all of us coming back to meet in crow. Lifting the head. Boop. And coming all the way to lay down. Take your time. We'll have a little fun at that stage. So try crow, you can try headstand. And let's all come back to meet. We're going to lay down, do Matsya, Jasan, fish pose. So spine comes long here. Heels are together, toes pointing down and away. Palms are at your sides. If there's room, you can lift the right butt, get at least part of the hand underneath. It feels good to have that gravity connection of the earth, of the body pressing the hands to the earth. And then slowly take an inhale, press to the hands, lift the chest. Top of the head comes to the floor. Lift the heart. Point the toes away from you. And if there's room, as that chest stays lifted, take the lower set of teeth past the upper set of teeth. Breathing slow and steady. For 3, 2, 1, and let's release. Release the palms. Turn the head and neck from side to side and back. We'll continue to release any tension that maybe is in the head. From the headstand, we'll bring the feet, heels into the buttocks. Setu Bandhasan, continuing to stretch the neck. We'll do some more backward bending. Press the hands to the earth. Lift the butt and tail up. Lift the rib cage, lift the chest. Bring the chin in the direction of the chest. And if there's room, interlace the fingers underneath you, peeling the shoulder blades together, coming to the outer edges of the triceps. Breathing slowly and steadily here. And if there's room, you'd like to go to the next stage of the backward bend, you can release your hands. Otherwise, stay right where you're at. Keep breathing in the bridge. Some of us going to go to wheel this morning. Bring the fingertips in line with shoulders. Elbows pulling in. Come to the top of the head. If there's room, press evenly to hands and feet. Lift the butt. Body shaping like a wheel here. Chakrasana. If you're graceful, you can bring the heels up. Maybe walk the toes in towards the butt. Let's hold for 3, 2, 1. And slowly relax the spine all the way down. Extend the legs in front. Turn the palms to face up. Let the ankles flop to the sides. Once again, look inside. Feel your heartbeat. Use your concentration on your breath to mindfully slow down the heartbeat. Inhaling breath, we'll bring the knees into the chest, give ourselves a little squeeze. We'll do some spinal rocking forward and back. Inhaling, lifting the tail. Exhale, rocking forward. Go slow in the beginning. Inhale, back. Find a little momentum. Inhale, back to the cervical spine. Exhale all the way up. And let's try one more. Inhale, back. Exhale, forward. Beautiful. And we'll bring the legs out in front. We'll try Paschimottanasana. Hands to feet position to the forward folding, starting in Dandasana. Inhale the arms all the way overhead. Exhale, fold forward. Hands to feet position. Perhaps it's hands to shins or knees. Wherever you come to, though, keep the toes active and pull the belly forward. Pull the chest forward. Bring the forehead down in the direction of the shins, and breath is slow and steady. You breathe in for 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. And release the feet hip distance apart. Bring the right hand all the way back behind us. I'm going to spin around to show the twist. Little spinal twist. Right hand coming beyond the line of symmetry here. Bring the right elbow down if there's room. Left hand comes to the right thigh. Gaze towards the bottom right corner of your mat. Keep the head turning. Breathe in slow and steadily for 3, 2, 1. And let's switch. Inhale, come all the way up. This time left arm's coming back beyond the line of symmetry. Right hand onto the left thigh. Slowly walk the left hand down and back. Drop the back elbow. Turn the head and neck towards the bottom left side of the mat. Keep breathing. Toes stay active. For 3, 2, 1. And let's untwist. So we're wringing out the spine on the spinal twist. Let's finish up holding the spine in place. Navasana, like 2 boats out in the sea here in Manoa. Lift the chest, extend the legs, gaze right between the big toes. Arms are, you can bend the knees if you'd like, but try straighten them. Let's finish with a little Kapalabhati breath, forceful exhalations. Slowly release. Spin around 180 degrees. Remove the hair bun. Lay the spine flat for our favorite yoga posture. Shavasana. This is corpse pose. Lying completely still with the spine resting onto the floor. Receiving the benefits of the practice here. All the benefits of practice naturally arrive in this pose. We'll do a little active relaxation, lifting the right leg and point the right toes, hold and flop the leg. Lift the left leg, point the left toes, hold, flop the leg. This time squeeze the buttocks and pull the belly button down. So squeeze the butt like you're going to lift it, but keep the belly button pulling down. And then relax the midsection, the hips, the genitals, all relaxing. Tension to the rib cage. Take a deep inhale, fill the lungs, fill the chest. And then open the mouth, let all the breath go. Make a fist with the right hand, lift the right arm just an inch. Squeeze, flop the arm. Fist with the left, lift the left arm. Squeeze, flop the left arm. Lengthening the back of the neck now. Chin comes in the direction of the chest, but keep the skull on the ground. Lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. And release. Turning the head and neck gently from side to side and back to center. Opening the mouth wide, 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 wide. Sticking the tongue out. Simhasana, lion. Slowly return the mouth. Crinkling the forehead, the eyes, squeezing all the muscles in the face. Squeeze, 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 and relax. Softening all the muscles of the face. Entire body now. From the very tips of the toes to the very top of the head, becoming very relaxed. Remaining still. Last few minutes of practice. Taking our attention to our breath and breathing at the nostrils. Noticing the effortless passage of breath in and out this sacred gateway. Bring your attention now to the navel center, down to the belly button. Noticing the effortless rise and fall of the belly with each passing inhalation and exhalation. Doing nothing to change the breath, simply observe, remain a witness. Together we'll count the breath now backwards from 10. Mentally repeating as the belly rises at 10. Belly falls at 10. Mentally belly rise at 9. Belly falls at 9. Stay with your count and your breath all the way down to 0. Effortless rise and fall of the breath. Come down towards 0, simply releasing the count wherever you are now, releasing your attention from the breath to just drift effortlessly wherever it wants to go. Remain the observer, allowing breath to pass, allowing thoughts to come and thoughts to go. Noticing vibrations or feelings. Just giving space, room for everything to be exactly as it is in this moment. Practicing the art of allowing. Totally open. All the benefits of practice are coming effortlessly to you now. Bring our attention once again to our breath and breathing. And gradually begin to expand the inhalations and exhalations in your belly. Using breath to wake the body, allowing natural movement to arrive in fingers and toes, the head and the nose. Continuing to deepen breath as the body enlivens itself, allowing a natural move. If there's a reach or a stretch that wants to show up for you, let that come naturally, like you're waking from a deep and restful slumber. Effortlessly guiding yourself over to a relaxed position, side lying. Using the strength of the hands, pressing to the earth, rising the spine up to come once again to a comfortable seated position with the eyes closed. Palms resting gently to the knees, hearts lifting. Meditative awareness, a direct result in the yoga practice. Become aware of the effortless breath. Tension at the brow center now. Trust this meditative connection that you're developing. It's a place of refuge and integration. Return again and again. It's a place of deep stillness. Bring hands together, heart level, and appreciation, gratitude, these amazing practices, this wonderful breath and one another's enlivening, inspiring presence will close customarily. Namaste. Allowing eyes to come open. Mahalo. Thank you. We're so grateful to share these practices. We will see everyone again next week, Monday and Thursday, for our live series. Again, tune in to the Live Yoga channel. We are having fun. We are letting folks know about the easily accessible power of yoga. You can do it right from your living room, and you can extend this deep connection that you feel inside of your body out into the world. This is where the real yoga happens. So we're grateful for our service in the world. We're grateful for your service in the world. Keep going out there, shining your light, being the bright souls that you are. We're grateful. Thank you. Mahalo.